Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to English with Nasrin. In today's short video and very simple tutorial, I'll show you how to use Google Gemini Canvas to create interactive educational games in just a few minutes. First, go to Google Gemini in your browser and log into your account. Once you are inside, look for Tools and then click on the Canvas option. Click on it to open a workspace where you can create content. An extra tip and my personal suggestion, a useful tip from my own experience is that I usually write all the prompts I use for educational English as a foreign language games and type them all in a Word document. Then whenever I teach new material, I simply copy, paste, and adapt the prompts to match the lesson that I'm going to teach. This saves a lot of time and helps me stay organized. For example, as you can see here, is a Word document where I have prompts that I have previously written, and I can reuse the same game prompt and only change the vocabulary or the grammar point or the reading topic. So it's also important to note that you are not only limited to English use only. You can write prompts for any subject such as math games, science quizzes, history challenges, geography activities, language learning tasks, and any other aspect you want as well. I'm going to copy all the prompts for the letters that I have taught. They include memory games, word and picture activities, letter recognition tasks, and matching games. So I'm just going to copy them and paste them into my canvas and let it create interactive activities for me. This is quick and an easy way to reuse all your teaching materials and turn them into fun games for students. Here, the canvas is translating what I wrote into code where it automatically builds the interactive game for me. It turns my simple prompts into a playable activity with buttons, pictures, text, and tasks for students. This means I do not need to create everything manually, which saves time and effort. Now let's wait a few seconds and see the final results. Okay, so now this is the outcome. Let's explore it together. Here we can see that the interactive games that Canvas created from my prompts are easy to use. Let's click through them and see how each activity works. Some games focus on memory, some focus on matching words and pictures. Others help students practice letters in a fun way. This is a great example of how simple prompts can turn into ready-to-use classroom activities. For example, here is a memory game practice where they have to match the capital letters with the small letters or uppercase letters with lowercase letters. And once they find two matching letters, they need to continue on and on until they finish all the letters. If I want to explore other games, I click on the menu in the upper right side of the screen, as you could see here on the top, and I can look at other games as well. This is another game that was generated, and this game focuses on a matching practice where students have to match lowercase letters with uppercase letters, as you could see here. And again, if I want to explore other games, I click on the menu in the upper right side of the screen and choose another game. For example, this game is called Call the Letter, where you could play it, for example, in the classroom and say a letter and ask students to point at it or mark it. This is also another option. So I'm just going through the other options. There's another game called Sorting Box where they have to sort the letters and match them to the correct category they belong to, if it's small, if it's capital, and they simply drag that letter and put it in the correct box. There's also a spinning wheel game where I could simply play it in class and I could ask students to name words that start with that letter or actually use it in different ways as well. So these are the options that were generated by simple prompts that I simply copied and pasted into the Canvas, Gemini Canvas, and look at the result I actually got. Here's another game called the letter fishing game, where they have to actually match and catch the letter E, look for it, and this helps them with the visual aspect of, you know, knowing the shape of the letter and so on. So I think it actually offers a variety of very, very interesting and relevant games that are suitable for the CEFR level that I inserted, which is A1. And of course, the more clear prompts you actually write, the better results you would actually get. So this is very important. If you get feedback of a game that you really like, make sure you save that prompt somewhere and that you reuse it whenever you want to generate a new game for other materials that you have taught. This is another game for tracing the letter. Learners can practice writing the letter by following the correct lines and shape. It helps them improve letter formation and control and recognition in a fun and interactive way. They could erase what they have written by simply clicking on clear and try again. If I want to share the games I have created with the use of a canvas, I click on the shareable link on the right side of the screen, as you could see, and I get a shareable link for all the games that have been generated.
D is for dog and dad and door. E is for egg and elephant and eraser.
So to sum up, this tutorial showed you how to use Google Gemini Canvas to create fun and interactive educational games quickly and easily. We explored different games options, practiced matching and tracing activities, and learned how to share the games with others using the shareable link. It is a simple and useful tool for making learning more engaging and enjoyable for your students.